Bears the Guardians have filled out their coaching staff now, as they have announced they've hired Tony Arnerich as their bench coach, who will replace Craig Albanese, the top lieutenant to Stephen Vogt, who left for Baltimore for their managerial job. This will come as no surprise that Arnerich comes from the Mariners. We thought that maybe Scott Service was a guy who would serve as the bench coach, but it will be Tony Arnerich, who comes from the Mariners, who actually replaced Stephen Vogt as the bullpen coach out there when Vogt left for Cleveland in 2024 to become the manager here. He has been with the Mariners since 2014 in their organization. He's been a hitting coach for them. He's been a catching coordinator. He's been their field coordinator, so that's a job he previously held there. And then he obviously was a major league hitting coach, and then the bullpen coach. So he moves up to be Stephen Vogt's top lieutenant as the bench coach here in Cleveland. Arnerich, another guy, this will surprise you, is a former catcher. A lot of former catchers on this roster. Craig Alvarez was a former catcher. Arnerich played for 5 years in the minor leagues, was a catcher in college, but also, has a lot of interesting stuff to go off of, too, with his hitting knowledge, and is very open to new techniques, new concepts, and things like that. Oftentimes we see a lot of older coaches who want to do things the way they were taught or the way they think is best. And, I've seen a lot of stuff on our narrative talk about how he is teaching stuff now that he was never taught, never learned, because he didn't think they were doing it the right way. He learned. And that's the important thing, is the guys who always are open to new things, who are smart and figure out a way to advance and teach things that they may not have been not have known previously, but they know it's an improvement. There's no John Smoltz here where the game was better when I played, and then we did things the way we played. So Arnerich fills out the Guardian staff. We'll see if anybody departs in the meantime, but that should fill out the staff overall. And I think we're going to need to see Vogt and Arnerich in the same room together with a picture, because they look like clones. Take a very close look at that. They look like clones. So I'm going to need to see a picture of these two next to each other to prove that they're not the same person.